Thank you for joining us again on Rethinking Theories. Last week we had a beautiful discussion about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and we've zeroed in on self-actualization, with purpose being an earlier motivational factor in the life of a professional rather than at a later stage in a professional life. Today, while I had a different topic for us to discuss, I saw the need to dig deeper into the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And there are three areas that we'll be touching today. Nkechi says, I think people can jump the pyramid because the other levels are provided by family or friends. I reckon that purpose can only be pursued when real hunger and safety are fulfilled. Now, the response to Nkechi, why do people want to stay alive? Why can't people just accept to be hungry and die of hunger? If we attempt to answer the question, majority of us will touch on the topic of purpose, of vision, of realizing one's purpose on earth and fulfilling that purpose. I was listening to a speech being delivered by Dr. Fahad Said, where he spoke about the fear of death and where he has witnessed so many people at the dying state talk about the reason why they want to stay alive. It all boils down to purpose. The second aspect of our discussion today is debunking the hierarchical nature of Maslow's theory. Now, let us take a scenario where we have someone who drank from this cup that was not washed, test positive of COVID-19. And this is the only cup of water left in the whole world for you to drink from. Do you know that you will never imagine that you could stay so long, a number of days without water? Why? You need to stay alive first before quenching your thirst. Then we can actually shuffle physiological needs to build on top of safety and security. A second attempt towards reshuffling Maslow's hierarchy of needs is reshuffling self-esteem to come just before love and belonging to a group of people. Do you know that there are a number of associations that requires you to have attained a level in your career before you can belong to those associations? If we keep attempting to reshuffle the items on the hierarchy, then we may create more confusion rather than delivering value. We are saying that it may make a lot of sense to see those components on the hierarchy as complementary to one another rather than being a step to one another. Now, the third aspect of transcendence. Transcendence is a new level that was introduced by Maslow in 1970, and it's a sacred level. It's different from every other level because it has some spirituality. In fact, it is really about spirituality. Regardless of whatever definition we give it, it's tied into something beyond the natural, beyond the normal, and it was brought at the top of the pyramid. Once you get to a point where you are experiencing transcendence, being conscious of your spirituality, connecting the spiritual world with the physical world, it can help you to get a hold of all the other items at the lower end of the pyramid. Now, I would like to encourage us to keep our comments coming, to keep our contributions coming. It's not a debate, it's not an argument. We are challenging one another to explore our curiosity. Majority of the theoretical standards that we have were created for an ideal world. But do you know that we may not be in the ideal world anymore? We're in a world where there's a lot of competition, there are a lot of unanswered questions, there are a lot of unprecedented happenings, and we have to go beyond the normal to achieve our goals. We have to go beyond the ordinary to get to the stage where we really want to be. Please share this video, subscribe, like, and comment. Till next week.